Don't blink, it's your boy Inco Commercial. Doing one percent having a wonderful day on this 20th July 2025. Once again, perfect timing. We're doing okay. We're having a lot of energy. A bit tired though, so I might go to sleep after making some videos this morning. For the time it is 5:37. They watch the sunrise and have some fun. That's pretty much it. So enjoy. Baby, don't blink, it's your boy. Welcome to the show. Everyone well, please having a wonderful day on this on this 20th July 2025 today. We're doing a speed mukbang. So just coming in, just at the intro, doing a mukbang. I'm gonna do it as a short, which is under 2 minutes. Got a sunrise down, breakfast, 2 pieces of bread, put in the microwave so they're steamed bread, which is one of my favorite things ever. So coming in, actually before morning, you can see right away. Sunrise. Focus. There we go. It's actually insane. A bit proud. We know that this is the second day in a row where we're able to stay up. Good sunrise again. I love that. We didn't sleep enough last night or yesterday, and now we just finished streaming. Here's my day. An hour and a half of videos, a 40-minute stream, 6 hours 40 of Twitch stream. 4 minutes is the TikTok live video right now. Hopefully an hour or two. So yes, it goes fast. Piece of bread, water, no mixture. I'm trying to lower my consumption. Not putting filters, but lowering. And that's pretty much it. So I love this. With a bit of luck, tomorrow, now I'll be able to sleep normally. Because then get a lack of sleep. And by sleeping normally, I'll be able to get both sunrise and sunset. And it's of both worlds. And then one of them in my hands, which is amazing. Anyway, we got more videos to do. It's 5:40 a.m. I should be going to sleep at around 7:30. I'm tired, so it'll be nice. Love you guys. Take it easy. Chill. I'm gonna do some shit. What's that supposed to be about, baby? La 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 la. No. Sorry guys, we must cool down the phone. It went too hot. So we kind of felt out of love with streaming, and because we kind of felt out of love with streaming, it was a bit of a nightmare. Because I was like, oh bro, I don't feel like streaming. But then again, I bought so many games for streaming. I bought everything for streaming. I've been streaming for that long, you know. Yes. Do I like streaming as much as I used to? No. Am I gonna stop streaming? No. There's still some passion for it, just less. So in my brain, I'm like, okay, well, what are you gonna do about it, right? Because I feel like what you're gonna do about it is actually really important. how can I fix this problem? Because yeah, there's a problem. We should be able to fix it, right? You don't really see like a good sunrise. It's a shame. Um, but then, speaking of sunrise, this is actually the perfect example. See, we're coming in, right? And we're coming in the position of, well, I want to film the sunrise, right? But I don't have videos to do, which is not true. I got a bunch of videos that I want to do, bunch of them. But there's just the mentality of I got some shit to do, right? So, with the streaming, it's kind of the same thing. See, with the streaming, um, it's such a complex thing, and I can figure out pretty easily why we kind of give up on streaming. I don't think it's just streaming the problem. I think we might upload some clips from Twitch because why not, right? 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 So you see, today we did 3 hours and 3, and now we're 27, and now we're 29. That's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good. So what I started doing, what am I downloading this shit for? That is no bueno. That is no bueno. Give me a sec. I'm just gonna do these 3 things and that's it. La 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 la. So when I started streaming, I had a lot of fun and I was making content. And then I was like, yo, this is really good. I really enjoy doing what I'm doing. I really enjoy this streaming. But streaming also was fun because this is sort of the laziness behind the character. I am extremely lazy. For example, right now we're playing 3 Towers. We're filming 2. It's early in the morning, but doesn't mean shit because we woke up at 7. So even though we're up, it doesn't mean shit because there you go. That being said, I'm in a position right now where I'm like, fuck, you know? Because I literally traded my... This is insane. I literally traded my love for gaming for just streaming. So instead of streaming, I was gaming. No, instead of gaming, I was streaming, right? And then we had the exact same problem with the main channel, which is... the main channel is what? The main channel is us talking about everything and anything, right? And it's actually a really good time, to be honest. I love the main channel. I love the gaming channel, but the main channel is just, it's more work and it feels more rewarding, right? Even though we checked our statistic yesterday, and it turns out my statistics are better on the gaming channel. So how about that? How did like them out? So long story short, the problem with the main channel was that at some point what I started doing was everything I was watching, everything that I was listening to, every single thing that I was consuming, and food, content, music, had to be content. It just had to. It just had to be. And it was sort of a mess because I was like, fuck, there's absolutely nothing I can do, right? Because what I can do, it has to be content. So during the winter, again, trust me, trust the process. We're going somewhere with this bullshit, with this gibberish. This in the winter, since I was stuck at home, versus right now where I can literally take the bike and just chill and go somewhere and go some places, right? What happened was that in the winter I couldn't go out, so I started watching more TVs. I started watching TV more. I'm like, fuck, I cannot do shit because again I have to make a video. So I started hating making videos because I was like, I'm constantly doing this. There's no end to it. The streaming, I got really in love with it, which is the same thing. But then I couldn't gain what I was streaming without doing commentaries. So when I started streaming, and this is something that, how can I say this? With my ADHD, I can watch or play the same game a couple of times. I'm playing right now Elden Ring 4 times and I don't care. I played Borderlands 2 10 dozen times. Not 10 dozen, but 10 or 8 dozen times. And I still love the game, right? So even if I had a good collection, I was sitting at maybe 35, 40. I bought a lot of games during the pandemic. I was still happy because to me, it was like, okay, well, guess what? This is actually pretty fun. We have enough games that we can play. Now with the streaming, I was like, holy shit, I've got a lot. Right now we're sitting with 122 games on the PlayStation. I got 20 games on the Switch. I got a literal emulators for Olden Bane, like on the GBA and on the Game Boy Color. So that's actually pretty cool. What else do we have? You know what? That's a good idea. You said a great idea. I just had a great idea. I'm fucking pumped about it. What was I saying? So yeah, so with streaming, it feels like there's no end because there's so many games. For example, right, one of my favorite games to stream, I think one of my favorites is just because the tower is in front. My second game that I like to stream the most is Elden Ring. So for the celebration, we played once a year. Am I still recording? Yes, I'm still recording. Always check if you're still recording. By the way, I'm gonna do a videos for the towers video. So when I came in, I was like, hey, guess what? I have so many games to stream, but I'm still playing the Elden Ring every single year. What's the problem? Well, I don't speedrun it, so my playthrough are 110 hours, 120 hours. Today, we accomplished so fucking much with Elden Ring. We accomplished so fucking much. I have some great ideas today for the gaming channel. So we finished Consecrated Snowfield today, which was good. We finished the Lord of Blood Palace, which was good. Now we finished the stream entering the Alley Tree. So we're at the very first save point, so a couple of seconds in, a couple of minutes in. So today we're gonna be doing the Alley Tree. If I'm not sleeping, I'm gonna go out. Yeah, we're gonna be doing that. It's gonna be phenomenal. It's gonna be fucking phenomenal. Why is that so cool? Because it just shows you how little I have left. The Alley Tree is almost finished because it's like a 2 hour thing. It's not a long thing. Then we have what? We have Millennia. Millennia. I think it's gonna take a long time. I thought we're gonna do the DLC. The DLC is about 40 hours. We'll do it in 50 hours because again, that's why we do it. Yeah. It's nice, bro. It's nice because we did so much. What's the idea? To come on here every single day, tell you what we did during the stream. Then we did the Fortnite stream. With the Fortnite stream, it's the new Bliss event, but it was still 6,040, right? So that's the day. So with the streaming, it became sort of I had to stream all those games. Now a miracle happened. We started mobile gaming. So the mobile gaming was kind of, I wouldn't say the same, but somehow somewhat similar, and in fashion of I am playing video games and I'm making content. So right away what did we do? And this is crazy because again, we're touching the main channel. What we start doing is the whole thing was being, of working constantly. So when I start something, I want to finish it. So when I'm playing a game and I want to stream for 6-7 hours, I want to finish something. And we've been working so hard to finish Region, right? For example, today we did a lot on Elden Ring. But when you look at it, I stopped the second we reached Alley Tree. Right? The second I stopped, I reached the Alley Tree, I was like, okay, well, guess what? Let's switch to Fortnite. Now, technically speaking, Fortnite has a new event. So this is also why we went. But still, I think it counts. So technically speaking, me falling back in love with content, what does it mean? It doesn't mean anything for you. It doesn't even mean anything for me. Which is good news because my most happy time making content was when I wasn't stopping. So I was streaming when I had a break. I was streaming. I wasn't streaming. I was making videos or uploading videos or editing, right? And that was so nice because there's no break where I could lose myself, you know. Maybe we need that structure in our life. Be streaming for 6-7 hours, that structure. Am I as interesting as I should be? No. Am I more interesting than people who don't quit at all? Yes. So that's something. Anyway, I want to come on here to say that. I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Don't blink, it's your boy Yink. Welcome to the show. I'm doing well. People are having a wonderful day on this 30th July 2025. Here's a short. I want to apologize for lack of content lately. It's been a couple days where I don't post a lot. The reason is actually quite simple. We started playing this game called Elden Ring, and we started watching the show called Lost, and Lost is amazing. But I also have think you fucked up. Shit. You made a mistake. The only thing we made, I downloaded videos, but I did upload them. Shit. So, see, I was supposed to do a short. We're still doing a short story. So, by Laws being on Netflix, they're taking out the 14th of August. But the reason as why I haven't been posting a lot or filming a lot, because we're watching Lost. Now, we're watching Lost, playing video games or streaming, right? So I have the chance to do 2 videos instead of 1, even though we're doing 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 5. So it's still important in my eyes. So that's why we're not gonna have content. We're doing good though. I'm almost finished with me. I'm halfway to the 2nd season. There's 6 seasons, so when I'm done with 2 more seasons, and we're halfway there. It's gonna be a lot of work, but hey, what can I do? So nothing is wrong. I'm doing well. Mentally speaking, we're doing well. Physically speaking, we're doing well. Emotionally speaking, I'm fucking amazing. So yeah, so this is why. So I sincerely apologize for that, and don't worry. Southern Samson's golden. And when it insides, because you think about something. It's like when you have a really good meal and you don't hear people talk. And like, what's going on? Like, why isn't anybody saying something? Because the food is good, bro. That's why. That's a simple reason as to why the food is good. That's why we're not talking. Yeah. So there you go. I love you guys. I seriously do. And they've been amazing lately. I'm still grateful for you guys. So big up. Thank you so much. Peace. I can't relate to you, no. Don't blink, it's your boy Yink. Welcome to our show. How's it going? Because I had a wonderful day on this 30th of July 2005. We are continuing with our Lost recap. I want to apologize for the last episode. There's a lot of stuff that I skipped. The reality is I'm streaming when I'm watching the show, so there's time where I don't even watch completely. Like for example, right now I was wanting to be ready. I wanted to be good for today, you know. And I was like, yo, let's freaking go, dude. Let's freaking go, dude. And so I rewatched it. I rewatched from 3 to 8. Yeah, small day today. So without further ado, we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna start with season 1, episode 3. Now, I don't know if you guys want me to talk about the title. Do you guys want me to include the title? Does it had a lot? Because if it does, I'm gonna be talking about the title. So, episode number 1 and 2 were piloted in part 1 and part 2. The problem with the title is in French. I'm also gonna start including Netflix description. Why? I'm paying for Netflix, so let them be useful. So first, a new beginning, which is season 1, episode 3. We have Jack and Early learn the alarming fact of Kate and the life of Marshall. You know, it's insane. I'm French, okay? So when I heard them call him Marshall, I thought Marshall was a freaking because he's a cop. I know Marshall is some sort of police officer, some sort of justice department guy. I'm warning you right now. I don't know how much time I'm gonna be able to make the content. What happened is we were streaming Fortnite. I had so much fun with Fortnite that we went a bit later. As you can see right now is the sunrise. As soon as the sun goes up, it's gonna hit the phone. Because it hit the phone, this is too much and it becomes too warm. So I don't do it. Sounds good? Sounds great. Okay, let's start. The first thing we do is again the fact on Kate. Tran told you guys before, she's a criminal. So we're seeing people, and it's episode number 3 starts. It's actually really nice because how it starts is they start to unpack. So I think the signification behind the fact that they are starting to unpack is them saying, okay, we're gonna stay on this island. Most people didn't even unpack. It's also a case of usefulness on its usefulness, pointlessness. So you're presenting a lot of characters to make the island bigger. However, those characters you don't present them, so they're red cap, they're extras. But because you put them there, it feels like this island is a lot busier than it usually is. So we got the group of people. Again, the problem, the problem with the whole show is you're always putting the same character. For example, you got the main crew is whom? You got Kate, you got Sawyer, we got Saeed. Jack does something amazing when he's doing Marshall. Marshall comes back to life and say, hey yo, here's the dangerous person on the see, I always we've been doing this recap for 2 days. I've been saying that Jack treats Kate like shit. So the Marshall wakes up from his pain. It's like, yo, she's dangerous. It's like, who? It's like, look at my pocket, there's a picture. And it showed Kate. Now Kate goes to Jack and say, hey, the Marshall says something. And Jack is like, no, he didn't say anything. And then Jack asks Kate, do you want me to tell me something? And Kate's like, no. Knowing that she's lying to him. So, you know, he's giving her a chance to be like, yo. And then there's a really cool moment where this is going to be much later, but Charlie, which is an addict, I don't like the character of Charlie, I'm sorry. I don't like him. I don't know why. I don't like him. It's tough. It's really tough. Because Charlie comes in, he has a drug issue. He gives the drug issue. And he's like, yo, fuck the drug issue. And I'm so sorry we missed the sunrise. I spent a couple minutes trying to cool down the phone, and there you go. The sun is up now. So with the farmer, I can finally focus. With the farmer, it's kind of a nice thing. So he sees Kate. It's like, yo, what are you doing here? She's like, I like walking. It's like, how did you end up on my farm? She's like, oh well, I like farms. So she's like, okay, I understand. That's cool. Um, so he goes in and then he betrays her. He has one for the mortgage, but at the same time, it's rough because he offered Kate a place to live and a good salary. He said, you'll have a place to live and I'll give you a fair salary. And it's not because I don't think he's a bad guy, you see. And then, again, spoiler, but later on we see Kate's father, and Kate's father's like, yo, I have to turn you in, but I don't want to because her father is like an army guy. Kate has seen good people, and I think that's what kept her being okay, you know. And that's helped her. So this is the story of the farmer. At the end, the farmer, what happened is, he delivers her. Delivers. Look at this. I'm sorry. This is gorgeous. And then the clouds are coming in to protect the sun. This is nice. I love doing this. So the farmer he gives her up. He brings her to the station, right? But then she realized that yo, we're in a station. So what she does is she gives the car. But then the car takes on fire. She still saves the guy. Right? The question is, for the moment, the two most criminal person on the end is Sawyer and Kate. Would Sawyer has left the guy in the car? I don't know. See, I don't know. Sawyer is not. I'm at season 2, episode 10. Sawyer isn't shown to be a murderer. He's a thief. He's a crook, but not a murderer. So maybe that's why. You guys have to watch this. I can't show you because of how shitty the camera is, but still, it is a gorgeous morning. And I'm happy we filmed this morning. So yeah, so she comes in and saves the farmer. Now, oh, what is that? I got a text. I sound like roller coaster. 5:15. You see, I'm talking to Ollie. Fucking sweet girl, fucking cute too. Wow, look at this. Can you look at the cloud? Wow. See, the marshal says Kate is dangerous, but the marshal we know he's kind of like an asshole. He's not the best person in the world, right? So do you trust him? Do you not trust him? That's a question. Morally speaking, I don't know. So now we have a bunch of people. It's kind of nuts. It's kind of nuts because we've been there for a while. So episode number 3, they'll be like, yo, Jack is the leader. Like, yo, we're gonna be here for a while. And even though it's not a while, we have to do it. So the first group is rationing food, first of all, which is the bad news. Second of all, we need to focus on construction. Some of them have really nice shelter, which is kind of cool. Again, we see Shannon that she doesn't do shit. There's this whole talk between Kate and Jack, and that's where he asks her, hey, you want to tell me something? Now, Early was very worried. You see, Early who was in charge of the food, goes in, and he's like, yo, I'm gonna ration your food. So Jack feels like Early is stressed about that, so he said, okay, well, I need your help. You're gonna help the marshal, and that's Early trying to be helpful, which he is, but we also got the case of the main character. Again, they're always the same people doing the same thing. No, always the same people doing the most of the action. So guys like Early didn't have his time to shine. Doesn't mean that he doesn't want to have his time to shine, just like Jim yesterday. Because we made the video yesterday. The next scene, we have going through the airplane. So there's two people. There's Jack who goes in for the medicine, and we see Sawyer. Sawyer who's looking for booze, cigarettes, and shit like that. You know, we get more of the Jin and Sun talk, which is nice but not nice. Why? Because it's his title. You know. it's rough because they portray it's complex. They portray Jin as being such an asshole. Like for example, and here he said, "Go wash up because you're dirty," but I think he cares. I think he's prideful. I think he feels like it's not because you're on an island that you have to be. But Jin's story you learn later is quite sad. Jin's story was. It's funny because I watched Zom 100. Did the same thing. He's a kid that had a father who was a farmer. He was ashamed of his father, so he said, "I'm going to be anything but my father." And then he come back, and I feel like you possibly think that he's his father because he's the fisherman on the island. And there's a really weird thing that happened here, which is really weird. Should I tell you right now? Okay. So for example, Jen catches fish, and then you let him leave because of the first episode. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Look at this. This is gorgeous. Wow, are you kidding me? What a nature corn, bro. What a nature corn. Again, the phone's gonna overeat and then miss most of it. My fucking life. Jin is told in the first episode to be giving food to people. And then later on, you see that we're rushing food. We're gonna miss some water. Because again, we're next to a beach. The water from the beach, you can't drink it. So then, Sun is drinking water. He's like, "Yo, what you drinking water?" And he says, "Sawyer." And Sawyer says, "Yo, I trade that for fish." So like, are you fishing for everybody or are you just fishing for you and the Sun? If you're just fishing for you and Sun, then I don't like you because you're shitty. But if you're fishing for everybody, then you're contributing somehow, you know? I heard Jim at the end, what I am, he's actually a really good character. The portion as an asshole, and we're back. Sorry about that. See, if it is Michael being jealous, I can understand it because he went for so long to be with his son, right? And it's weird because this is why you shouldn't watch a show so much. Later on, we meet Bernard. Bernard is the stepfather of Michael, of Waltz, and with Michael, he's super nice to Bernard. He's super nice. So you would think that he's like that. But there's a second person that kind of thinks that John is weird. And I think this is kind of like a narrative play. Like, for example, right? As a viewer, you're not sure how to feel. But since everybody hates a character, and you're supposed to hate it too. Like, for example, Sawyer, right? The Sawyer becomes a good person, and you learn to love Sawyer the way he is. But he's never like gonna be like a great person or the savior or the hero. You understand? So I thought that was cool. I thought it was really cool. Next. And he tells him, "Don't get next to a block." Now, it's weird because Waltz kind of likes Mr. John, Mr. Locke, so it's like, yo. And at the same time, he calls him Mr. Locke, which is a sign of respect. Now, there's a couple of people that calls him Mr. Locke, possibly because of his advanced age. He's late 50s, 60s, so he's starting to get older. That's possibly a sign of that, versus a sign of, "I like you, I'm gonna call you by this name, dude. I like you." So I thought it was kind of cool. To pinpoint. Then it sucks because again he's saying like, "Yo, I want my dog." So Michael's like, "Okay, I'm gonna give you your dog. You ungrateful little son of a gun. I'm gonna get you your dog." Which would be nice if it wasn't for. It feels like we'll just care about dogs, and it's a weird place because you want to make your son happy, so you want to bring him a dog, but then you know that when he's gonna get the dog, he's not gonna care about you anymore. And then Michael literally put himself in a dangerous place. However, he gets chased around. Now, the chasing around is kind of nice because in the last episode we saw there was a polar bear, so we know that something is weird. For the polar bear, we just learned why in season 2, so kind of cool. Now, Michael goes to the end and he sees sunbathing, or washing himself. Now, this is super fucking nice. This is super fucking nice. Because Lost, and this I gotta say, it's amazing. Lost will often portray Michael having a crush on Sun. Sun, she likes Jin, and Jin likes Sun. Then he's like, why don't you hate me so much? And then Michael found a watch that was the watch of Jin, which is why Jin doesn't like him. Jin, sorry, not Jim. Not Jim. What was his name? Oh my god, I forgot. Jim from The Office. Pamela, Beasley, Dwight Schrute, Michael Scott, Jim. I fucking forgot the family name of Jim. Pearson, I think. Jim. I forgot him. Jim. Office. Is Jim what? No, it's not John Krasinski, that's the actor. No, it's not Jim Rouge. Jim Pattison, no. Jim Alberto, oh my god, shame on me. Because of a shame on me. Fucking shame on me. So they present Jim as a jealous, but he's not jealous, he just doesn't like Michael because he stole the watch. So now we got a really cool scene between Charlie and John. This is kind of important because they're kind of the outcasts. Definitely some elitist, which doesn't, it's a problem with the show itself. It's not a problem with the people, it's a problem with the show. They showcase like, yo, guess what? We need you. We don't need you. Just chill on the beach. We don't need you. And they don't give them a part of the characters. So Charlie and John kind of are the outcasts, or some of the outcasts. And because of some of the outcasts, they get together. Now, it's a shame because we didn't see this in season 1 a lot. But it doesn't happen in season 2. Why is that beautiful? The sunrise is beautiful. Are you still filming? You're still filming and I got a text from the lovely Pixie Princess. Wait a second. She's hella cute too. She's fucking gorgeous, what am I saying? So it is a bit of a shame. It's a bit of a shame, it's not a shame. So you're presenting the characters together. You're gonna have a lot of things to do together in a couple of episodes. So you're basically putting this scene in to say like, yo, they've talked before. Yo, they're friends before. Which is kind of cool. However, it feels weird because John and Charlie have a talk. And then they have a second, third, fourth talk. And then John's like, yo, I know who you are. I know that you're playing this band. And Charlie's like, oh my god, how did you know? This is nice. They're singing to each other. It's 6:30 in the morning, so. Feral Pixie, oh my god. I can't show you because I'll get yesterday I got suspended for life for sexual activity. So fuck. I have to do it through one of them also shit. So that feels weird. It's like you would have talked about this before, which is why you are led to believe that they want to have some talk on camera versus in real life. There's none of the talks in real out of the camera. Now you would say, Ink, what is the importance of talk via the camera? Exactly. Why? Well, it's kind of important because, for example, right, you're looking for so there's a cool character that comes in, which is later season 1. I think it's last episode, but it's a really good cool character. His name is Ants. So Ants is a meteor, not meteor, like it's in English. It's a weather reporter. Meteorologist is in French. So he's a weather reporter. And you don't think about it, but it's super useful to have. Right? So how do you know? Well, he just comes in and says, yo, I want to be there. Because he heard the rumor. Now, later on, what talks like that could be interesting for is in a couple episodes, which is episode number 8. There's a talk of Jack wanted to go to the cavern. The caverns are a spot that they found it's safer, and there's a vote. Like, who wants to stay here and who wants to go in the cavern? Now that would be kind of interesting because again, there's politics involved. There's the democracy. Are we having a democracy or we're just doing what the leader says, right? And then as a leader, Jack's like, yo. The question is, oh, look at this. Question is single benefit in having the marshal dead. Every single benefit. None of the negative. But the question is, can she bring herself to do that? See, before I said Sawyer's a bad guy. Is he a murderer? No. Kate is a bad guy. Is she a murderer? No. I don't think she is. Is she? I don't remember. Don't remember. So then, what happened? And this is insane. Sawyer does it. Sawyer does it, and he does a noble thing, which is ending a person's life. Now Marshall is asking for it. He's like, yo, dude, kill me. Now the coolest thing is he kind of gives himself away. So Jack is like, yo, and it's actually quite beautiful. Jack is like, yo, they hear a gunshot, and they know that Kate had the gun, so they think that's Kate. They know it's Kate also because she was on the paper. She's like, okay, she wants him dead. So that's possibly the reason. So, right away he said Kate. Now, technically speaking, as a viewer, kind of see a flaw there. Kind of see like, why do you think I killed him? We didn't know who was the culprit. But then Sawyer. Sawyer misses and hit him in his lung. So then, oh, dude, Lost is so good. Lost is so good. Is this in this one or in the next one? Well, there's a whole talk in the plane that I completely missed, of Jack and Sawyer talking. And Jack is like, yo, Sawyer tells Jack that Marshall's gonna die. And then Jack's like, you don't know that. He's like, yo, you're out there foraging. You're out there foraging for medication. How many pills are going to be using on you? And then Jack is like, yo, many as it takes, which is again a normal thing to do. And then Sawyer's like, do you have enough? Sawyer right away was like, yo, this is survival, which is true. Like the marshal, it's not a question of the worst thing that happens a couple of episodes in. There's a person who's drowning, and then Boone, which we know, comes in and tries to save her. So he swim to save her. And then what ends up happening is Jack has to make a call. Like, do I save Boone or do I save her? And then he saves Boone. And Boone's like, why did you save me? You have to save her. There's a chance of survival, right? Which is it. There's also this show called I, Robot with Will Smith. Did the same thing. Will Smith goes into a car, drives out a bridge. He drowns. There's another person in the car with him. The robot saved Will Smith, and then that's why Will Smith hated the robot. He's like, "Fuck you, you're a robot." But then he's like, "Why did you save me?" And the robot says, "Well, I assessed the chances of survival. The friend that you had was next to none. You had like 20%, and you saved, right?" So that's what Jack did. And I was saying, I support that 100%. Yeah, 100%, 110%. John here does something that's really fucking cool. John does something that's really fucking cool. He finds the Vincent, which is Michael's son, dog, and he's like, "Yo, I found your son, dog, and I want you to tell him that you found it." Which is actually a really sweet gesture. I would have liked for that to translate into Michael trusting John a little bit more. Okay. It doesn't happen. We have a scene between Kate and Jack, and this is really cool. Kate comes clean and say, "Hey, I was a culprit." Now, technically speaking, it's complex. Kate coming in clean is nice. Now, there's two questions I'm gonna ask. Is she gonna be clean too late? That's one question. Second one, She only comes clean to Jack, so she deems that him is worthy of knowing her secrets. Other people are not worthy. You know? And my problem with that is they show Kate being close to three people. Close to Saeed, close to Sawyer, and close to Jack. Right? She could have told Saeed. Saeed would have not said anything. Jack is not gonna say anything. And Sawyer, I don't know. Sawyer would have existed. Would Sawyer say something? I don't know. Take the batteries. 90%, we're good. We're good. I want to film until this finish. So yeah. That's pretty much it. Oh, it's such a good moment. John's a good dude here. Now, what is really cool is I actually love this. I don't know why they stopped doing this. So the first episode is like you see them working on the beach. Because look at this, you see him working on the beach, and it was John. In the backstory is gonna be about John. Now, again, I think we're gonna start with the backstory of John, and here we're gonna continue. I think it's better. I think it's way better actually. To do it like that. To do it like that. You'll find it interesting. You want to do the backstory first? Okay, so John, we see him. Again, I talked about this yesterday, but I think it's a good point. I think it's a very important point to make. The backstory is a great idea because you can show you can decide to show this, and then you can decide to show more. So, for example, with John, in season 2 or later on in season 1, we learn that he can walk. Now, John got the that's shit. Yeah, we're starting to go low on storage, guys. We'll have to stop. John, although is seen as a, how can I say this? As weak. He gained his leg on the island, but mentally speaking, he was always strong. So I think that John is, accordingly, one of the strongest characters on the island. You know, and he literally comes in with 4,000. The first thing that he does, he wakes up and he wiggles his toe. Now, why is that important? Because his legs were paralyzed. That's a proof that he can still do shit, which is kind of nice. So we got John. Give me a sec. What are you looking for? Forgot that scene. Oh yeah, they're on the beach and they're hearing sound. The dog barks and warns them of a danger. Now everybody goes and they have. Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh my god, I remember. Okay. So, this is actually a cool scene. Again, what I like about this is this episode about John. You know that I love John. So what happened, you see, I watched too much episode yesterday. You know what? Let's finish it right here. I got 10 minutes. Let's fucking go. I'm gonna have to do this, and I'd rather start at the beginning. Yes, no, don't give up. Fucking continue working, dude. You got this. So, John is the hunter of the group. He brought a lot of knife, right? He was hunting. So he goes in and they hear a sound because this is barking. So they think it's danger. It's not danger. It's baby boar. Boar, the tusk. They're dangerous, right? But it also proves that there's food. So last episode we had a food shortage. Now we have food. So that's actually pretty cool. Again, this is a mentality of what that wants to stay on the island. No, I'm sorry guys. I'm tired. I go sleep. This battery is almost done. I'm missing storage. I've been doing this for 15 minutes. I'm gonna go sleep. Sorry guys. We'll restart. No problem. No problem. Love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Okay, we're done. In case you're blank, welcome to the show. So you want to having a wonderful day on this 30th July 2025. Holy shit, look at the big cat. Bro, you're among us. Beautiful. I want to show you guys. That wasn't even the plan. The plan was to show you guys this, because it's just the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen. But Katie, look at this. This is amazing. Wow. Fuck it. We're back. We're back, baby. Fuck it. Wait too long. Fuck it, we're back. Young Lancashire boy. Welcome to the show. I'm continuing off with having a wonderful day on this 20th July 2005. As you can see, the sun is rising, the city is waking up. Look at this beautiful, beautiful nature porn. It's gorgeous. Quick video on the tower. Gotta say, us playing more, us working more. Tier 10, this is such a good thing. This is such a good plan because, again, we're filming a lot. I'm filming 4 or 5 hours per day. And I'm looking at this screen and at this screen and at this screen 4 hours a day. So let's use the time that we have just to beat some record on the tower. Everything helps, so yeah. Let's fucking go motivated. Don't blink, boy. Welcome to the show. After having a wonderful day. I have convinced myself, thanks to this beautiful nature part. But other things, of course. Come in. I'm sorry about last video. We finished it on a bad note. I was like, oh fuck it, bro. I'm gonna go sleep. This is not the way. This is not proper etiquette. So we're gonna come in and we're gonna be switching things. We're gonna be changing things and doing things the proper way. So continuing with episode number 4 of Lost, Feet on the Ground. Now, technically speaking, we finished this 10 minutes ago, so I know exactly where I am. So at night we saw that there was some boar there, which also means that there's food. There's a lack of food. See, this is insane, but in a really good way. Are you already finished? Can't see shit. Okay, you're good. You're good. I can't see shit. We have to really pay attention. See, John is charactered again. This is episode about John. There's multiple ways that he feels like the animal provides. So now they're hungry. There's less food. So what they do? They send piglets in the camp. So John sees it as okay, well, this is a miracle. They're lacking water. They find a waterfall with water. So John sees this as a sign, right? So they're like, hey, we have to hunt, right? Now we have a beautiful scene with Kate and Saeed. Now Kate and Saeed working together. So cool because Saeed is again super important. He's repairing the transceiver to repair the same transceiver that we received the first day. A lot of people are saying like, hey, the message that we received isn't a good message. So you just leave it wrong. And Saeed didn't get it like that. Now, why I love this, why this is so important, why this is so meaningful. Holy shit, guys. I'm not even kidding. This is from a movie. This is from a freaking movie, guys. Wow. Wow. The nature corn. Wow. This is insanely gorgeous. Oh my god. So it's straight up from a it's important because best freaking morning ever, guys. Wow. Which again showed that Charlie kind of like a sucker, right? Because he's not doing the right things. Like for example, people like Charlie want to help. See, this is why I don't like Charlie. I don't like Charlie because he feels like a bad character. First of all, whatever he does, he's following. He doesn't take charge. The first thing he does is he goes to a plane to help out, but he's looking for drugs. Second thing that he does for helping out is this. But he helps Shannon, who doesn't do shit, instead of helping a person that could do more. For example, he could tell Saeed, Kate, John, hey, you don't need to hunt. I'll take care of it. Just relax and do your stuff, right? They're sending Jack, who is one of the busiest person on the island, which doesn't make any sense. No, they're not sending him. Sorry, but you know what I mean, right? And then Claire gonna have a baby, gonna fall in love with Claire. Because he falls in love with Claire, he puts her safety in front of everybody else. Now, ultimately speaking, I understand that. Personally speaking, I get that. Personally speaking, Jin and Sun has been doing that. But however, Charlie, you're in a relationship, bro. Get out of it, right? And this is sad because the very first person that he kind of flirts with, I think Claire is Shannon, you know? So kind of Shannon uses him. It's like, yo, hey, teach me how to fish, right? And he's like, no, I cannot do it. Now, the sad thing with this, the really sad thing is that Charlie is not going to fish himself. He's going to ask Early to do it. So you're going to get all the benefits. Now, there's another episode in season 2 where they found a stash of food. And Claire, which is at this point kind of Charlie's girlfriend, she loves peanut butter. And then he asked Early, yo, get me some peanut butter. Because Early's in charge of the food, right? And then he's asking Early, like, yo, give me that peanut butter. And it's like, you're asking me to steal from everybody just for your girlfriend. Who's not your girlfriend? It's like, I thought we were friends. No, you've been using me since day one. Charlie feels like a user, but then again, Charlie's a junkie. And junkies are a user. Charlie lies. Junkie lies. You understand? So if you think about Charlie as a character, she's a character. If you think about Charlie as an addict, okay, that makes sense. Okay. That's what I'm trying to say. Trying to say not successfully. We have taking care of a person. This person is super important because they met before the plane crash. They met in the plane, which was super, super important. So now on the hunting team we have Jack. No, sorry. We got who? We got John. We got Michael. We got Kate. And who else? I don't know. I think we got Charlie. No, John. That's it. There's only 3 people. Now, with all the promotion and the thing that's also important is even like Saeed. Saeed is Muslim. Muslim people don't eat pig. Boar is pig. I like to see this about it, so I can't eat because of my religion. Do you mean that would have been cool? We get more of John backstory, which I already told you guys. This is about his boss abusing him, which kind of sucks. We got Early and Charlie who's fishing, which could be a very cool moment if it wasn't dirty by the fact that Charlie is using Early. Kind of sucks. We got more of John backstory. We find a boar. Now the boar comes in and strike at Michael, which hurts Michael. Now I already get the boar, so that's actually pretty cool. It would have been nice if the boar was a solution. But it's not gonna be a solution, right? So yeah, we're back at the camp. Got Sawyer. Got more of Claire preparing the funeral. Actually quite nice. We see Walt with it's so nice. We see the party returning. We see that Michael is hurt, worried about his father, which is really nice. Now the sad part is Boone, and I actually really like Boone. I actually really like the